switch the organizations right now. There are two switches which happened, which one didn't happen. One is Bhishma. He knew the company was toxic. Things were toxic. Manager, my juniors were toxic. They were like doing all things. He still stuck to the company, never moved. We go to Vibhishan. He knew it was toxic. He went to the opposition. Now, if a person comes to mentors, what do you advise? How do you know whether somebody is toxic and move out or when? So, if that can help the.
See, I'll tell you something. Okay. Switching organizations is easy. Let's take an example, and I take this example when people talk about Bhishma. Actually, even I didn't understand. It took me time to understand because when I was writing the second book, the Mahabharata Unravelled, the Dharma Discourses, half of the book is on Bhishma, like the discussion after the war between Bhishma and Yudhishthir. And that discussion is on Raj Dharma. Basically, Raj Dharma, think of it as leadership, yeah, ethical leadership. It's about, if you read it, it doesn't feel like a religious text at all. There, Krishna is telling Yudhishthir, he is the greatest amongst Dharmavidas, those who know Dharma, those who know what is right and wrong. He is the greatest amongst them. Go learn from him. Okay? Now, the obvious question would be, सब मालूम था, तो उस तरफ क्यों रहे? मालूम था toxic है. Why did you stay there? You knew who was right? You also tried to convince Duryodhan. Then why didn't you change? And even though he didn't change, why is Krishna calling him the greatest amongst those who know Dharma? Right? That's when some of these things actually started getting clear to me. Company chhod do. Let's think about nations. You can change your company. Okay. But you can't just switch your passports. Huh? Think about our army general. Okay. And say tomorrow, Bharat decides to go on a war with Pakistan. Now, of course, we know Pakistan is a rogue state. It could be anybody. Just assume for a moment that we decide to go on the aggressive. And the army chief does not think it's the right thing to do. As the citizens of India, what would we want our army chief to do? To switch over to Pakistan and fight from that side. What is Bhishma's position? All that he has is because of Hastinapur. Right? That is his country. That is his identity. For Hastinapur, Pandavas are the enemies. Unfortunately, who takes that call? The Raja. The Raja can be wrong. That's a different thing, right? But even if that wrong decision is taken, say we are wrong, even then what would we want our army general to do? Dharmasankats are very difficult. Knowing dharma is also very difficult. So what do? Now think, for him it was not even knowingly that they are in a toxic situation, could he have jumped? Vibhishan did. That requires significant courage, knowing where the dharma lies, right? Knowing where the dharma lies and taking that step. It's a very, very, very brave step to actually do it, while accepting that you might be known as a traitor all your life, but still doing it because that was the right thing to do. Yeah. So is there right or wrong? No. It's about what you believe and how you see yourself, or what is your value system that determines. So in companies, I think it's relatively easier, right? If you know that you are not able to sleep peacefully with a calm mind, and if you're going to sleep with a lot of bad emotions, then that place is not good for you. That doesn't mean immediately you switch. ऐसा भी नहीं है. Give it some time. It is possible to resolve. Sometimes it's just the courage that you need to speak up to resolve, right? So there is a very thin line between running away and responding, reacting and responding. That is important. So again, that goes back to how objective we are, and it's everybody's journey, I think.